What up, watch peeps? I wasn't joking when I said this might be the best value for money watch I've ever bought. Maybe even the best under $100 watch available. I know it's a generic design, it's not a big brand, there's nothing groundbreaking going on here. It's kind of hard to expect those things in this price range, but what you do get is an incredibly solid watch in a really good build quality. Alright, let's get into it. I'm Pete and we are Chillin' with Watches. Alright, let's check. I'm wearing that new Seiko Solar. Man, I love this thing. It is such a great size, such a comfortable wear. It's really been a great everyday watch for me. But what we want to take a look at is this Addies Pilot. So obviously it comes in these standard little Pelican style cases. All the Addies, Steeldive, San Martins come in. Inside you'll find your Pilot watch. Look how cool that thing is. There's a whole bunch of goodies in here. I kind of left them underneath. You got a warranty card, your tags, instruction booklet, extra links, tools, all that stuff. But what we're looking at here is this Addies Dive Pilot. Let me move these hands out of the way. Now these come in, this is a 39mm case. Only that size available that I know of. Colors wise, there are a few. It comes in this black, there is a blue dial, and there is also a green dial. Now here's the shocker. I picked this thing up on sale for 59 bucks, but they are 80 bucks all day, every day on AliExpress. Alright, like I mentioned, we are looking at an extremely generic Type A dial Pilot's watch, but really well done. It's a simple printed dial, but I love it. I love a mix of white text and creamy lume, which they have here. The Addies Dive, it's just a printed dial, is printed in white, but it picks up on the white in the date wheel, and they put a white seconds hand on there, and of course you have the white text at 6 o'clock. And then you combine that with the creamy lume on the hands and the Arabics. I love that combo. I'm sure that was not a conscious design choice on their part, but it turned out really great. All on a nice matte black dial under a flat sapphire crystal. The case is entirely brushed, as you can see, which suits the watch, and I can't really find any issues with the quality of the brushing. Nicely sized screw down crown, which is very smooth, no crunchy threads. On the case back, you'll see we have the, let's see if I can get this undone here. We'll have the Addies logo and a very minor spec sheet on a solid case back. But the real surprise for this watch, for me, is the bracelet. I thought it was going to be an engineer bracelet based on the pictures, but it is not. As you can see, it's more like a all brushed Jubilee bracelet with all the same size links. But you can see here how nice and thin they are. It's fully articulating, all on solid end links, and they are female, so it's going to drape right away. It's going to hug the contours of your wrist, no problem. Tapers from 20 down to 18. Just a simple press clasp here. Not sure I expected anything more than that. You can upgrade these for like $7 if you want to. I don't care. This one is nice and tight. It has 3 micro adjusts. But I know what you guys want to know. How well is a $59 watch going to be running? I have no idea, but let's throw it on a Timegrapher and find out. Seems to be running at a pretty consistent minus 10 seconds per day. Amplitude, that looks a little low. I probably could have put a few more winds on it to get that up. It's not fully wound. Beat error is pretty high. Again, I'm not going to worry about it, but it is what it is. All in all, for $59, I'm not complaining. Could be running better. Going over the dimensions, we are looking at a 39mm case. It comes in at 48.8 millimeters lug to lug, and it is only 11.8 millimeters thick with 20 millimeter lug width. Going over some of the other specs, it is a flat sapphire crystal. It uses nice bright C3 lume, It's running a Seiko NH35 movement, and it has 200 meters of water resistance. I haven't tested that. I have no reason to doubt it either. On this bracelet, size for my 7¼ inch wrist, it came in at 125 grams. So nice weight to it too. Give you guys a quick close-up look at that dial and handset, because we didn't do that earlier, minus my fingerprint. But I think in that regard, you know, the quality is really good for what you're paying. All right, let's take a look at it on wrist. And here's how it wears on my 7¼ inch wrist. I've said before, I think 39 millimeters is the perfect size for this style of watch for me. Again, might sit a little taller than its 11.8 millimeters would make you think, but on wrist, absolutely fine, perfectly comfortable, and that bracelet is just fantastic. All right, let's do some comparisons with other watches. First up, here it is next to my 36 millimeter Explorer style watch. So you can get an idea of how it stacks up to a smaller watch. 36s are becoming more popular these days. Next up, and this is the comparison I really want to make, is to the new Seiko Field Watch, which is also 39. Now these watches wear incredibly similar. I mean, the thickness, the lug to lug, the diameter, almost everything dimension-wise is identical. And, you know, these run 200 bucks and this was 60. Same movement. The loom is comparable. I mean, it's really hard to say, how are you doing this for 60 bucks? All right, lastly, here it is next to the Benchmark SKX at 42.5 millimeters. Obviously a bigger, bulkier watch, but with that small dial opening. All right, let's see that C3 loom in action.
Keep the loom.
And there you go. I've said it before. C3 is my favorite loom. It looks fantastic here. Here it is compared to the Seiko Field Watch loom. Obviously, you're getting a lot more of it. It's going to have a lot bigger impact, but the loom on this thing is fantastic. There you have it, the Addies Pilot. I stand by my claim, this is one of the best value watches out there. It seems like Steeldive always makes the same watch for a few dollars more, and then sometimes even San Martin makes the same watch at an even higher price. Now in my experience, I know San Martin probably finishes their watches to a higher degree, but what Addies has been doing here has been just fine by me. Alright, before I let you guys go, sneaker check, wearing my Jordan 11s today, and that's it, I'm out. Alright, if it's not too much trouble, please like, subscribe, and come back next time. Peace.